Congress shall make no law respecting the establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press or the right of the people to freely assemble and petition the government for a redress of their grievances. It's the First Amendment. It's all that matters.
Welcome to another episode of the Rick Castellano Show. Excuse me a second. Castellano has got a little something on his mind. First off, the budget. Let's see, first president in history waited to the last minute deadline. Government was ready to shut down. Well, let's tell the truth. That's what the Democrats say. A couple of state parks, a few museums going to shut down. Well, a few military guys. So that's important. The important thing. But you can see the Washington Monument. People don't care to go there. They just like to go picket there. But let me tell you something there about the budget. Excuse me a second. This is going to get interesting. Folks, it's time for Castellano to educate you. Wait a minute here. Gonna get my lips kissing fresh. Bubbly. Diet ginger ale, my favorite.
Tell us who saved the budget, Rick.
Who saved the budget? Well, a new CNN poll said 48% of the people in the United States think the president, Barack Hussein Obama, did. Well, folks, Castellano's gonna eat a little humble pie here. Let me get humble for a second. I'm going to get humble? This goof, not only didn't he want the $80 billion cut that the Republicans force on him, he wanted to raise the debt. He wanted to spend more. And now people, because everybody come to an agreement to an $80 billion cut. How do I come to that $80 billion cut? You got to remember, we're going to fund the government for a week. We're going to minus $12 billion. We're going to fund the government for another week, minus $12 billion. And then the last thing, $48 billion, whatever. Approximately $80 billion. Not Obama. He wanted to spend more. So, folks, get off your couch. Take the rollers out of your hair, the peanuts out of your teeth, change the diapers, whatever you're going to do. Sit aside. Castellano's going to educate you. President Obama, he spends $80 billion feeding his wife. Let me just tell you something. You think I'm lying and making this stuff up? Watch the news once in a while. Don't watch the Communist News Network, CNN. Fox News is pretty good. Why do I like Fox News? Well, they're always talking bad about it. Well, some people on Fox News think the way I do. Some people don't. There's Charlie Rangel. He certainly don't think the way I do. The guy Wiener from New York, because he definitely is a wiener. If anybody deserved the name, he does. Alan Combs. Last time I seen him, he was in what's that show? Prison Break, chasing the two brothers. Alan Combs. Who else do I despise on there? Susan Estridge. I can't even do her voice. All right. Anyway, you want to get fair and balanced view of the news? Watch Fox News. If you want, you could go to CNN, MSNBC, the Obama network. Did you know that Jeffrey Immelt just sold it because he had a little pressure because he got a job in the Obama administration? He's the job czar. He's creating jobs for Obama. Now, let's see. Jeffrey Immelt, what does he do? Let's rehash him, because we may have talked about this before. He made $10 $10 billion last year in the United States. And, big businesses, 10 net. For, some of you people out there don't know what between net and gross is. Okay. He may have made $20 billion, but his profit was $10 billion. You know how much taxes he had to pay on there? Let's see. If I made that much, I'd have to pay like 50%, maybe 70% after tax, New York State tax and everything. He paid zero. Obama's butt, buddy. He paid zero. Why? I don't know. He owned 2 television stations that they did everything but give him feet rubs. And you know what they say about Obama? Like his own wife said it. His feet stink just like he does. I despise him. Look it, folks, wake up. Wake up. He said he didn't want to cut a nickel. He wanted to tax the wealthy. Yeah, keep on taxing. Well, the wealthy pay 90% of our taxes are paid by the wealthy. You know why? 50%, something percent doesn't pay no taxes. You know why? They might pay a little tax when they get taken out of check at the end of the year, they get it back. So the wealthy pay most of the tax. And they don't pay the same amount that everybody else does. They pay more. You know what? Castellano wish he was with the wealthy people and made that kind of money. But you know what? You can't blame somebody for being successful. You think LeBron James wants to give 60%, 70% of his paycheck? How the heck is he going to support that chin? He's already got a steamroller and a tripod to hold that thing up after halftime. All right, let's get back to business. Excuse me a second. Great Granny made this, and I need some right now because I'm starting to slur. Anyway, back to business. Did Barack Obama, or did he not, pass the budget that he wanted? Let me be fair. You know what, folks? I'm very conservative. I might be being unfair to this guy. Absolutely not! You know what he did? He wanted to raise the limit. He wanted to spend more. The Republicans held his feet to the fire, and they had clothespins on their nose. And what he did, he caved in because he's trying to go to the Senate. He wants to get reelected. Barack, you did nothing on the budget but say okay because you knew you might have to give more if you held out, or the government would have shut down and people would have known all about you. So, was he in charge of the $80 billion budget cut? No! You're watching the Rick Castellano show. If you want to get educated, I'll tell you what, folks. Castellano will throw $100, 100 measly bucks. What is it, a guy like Castellano? Prove me wrong. Tell me, did Barack Hussein Obama wanted budget cuts? No. He signed off because you know why? He thought he would have to give more. You're watching the Rick Castellano show? Excuse me, by the way, keep watching, I'll educate you. And if you don't like it, there's just one thing I got to say to you. Smoke them. The Rick Castellano Show is proud to present...
I'm Robin, the Boy Wonder, and Joker, I'm coming for you.
Boy Wonder, could you show us some moves?
Oh, sorry.
Boy Wonder, do you have any other moves? You still here? Well, I'll tell you what. Since you're here, I got a little more to say. Immediately after the budget was passed, what does Obama do? Press conference. All the people all over the world ready to listen. Folks, it's an historic moment again. Everything this guy does is historic. He's an historic liar. Historic moment. You're going to take credit for something that you didn't do? Something that you didn't want to do? Folks, look on the internet. Check some of this guy's speeches. Check some of the things he says. We're going to close Guantanamo. We're going to try guys in New York City. We're going to tax people that make over $200,000. He's bouncing back when he says anything he wants to get elected. But you know what? He's a liar. He's a liar. You know what? Secret Service? No threatening stuff. What do I think of Obama? Do I hate him? Probably. Why? Because he's lying. The most of the American people believe all the bull crap he's saying. Because you know why? You got stations like MSNBC, CNN, and most of the local stations. Should I say Channel 13? I said it. Too bad. You're watching the Rick Castellano Show. Thousands of calls. People been calling day and night. Viewer calls. We've been sorting through them. Excuse me a second. Because you demanded it. Viewer calls. And folks, we get so many calls, it's going to be a weekly thing. Here we go with the first call.
You guys are so cool and beautiful. I love you guys. Shout out. My name is Jessica.
Why, Jessica? Thank you for calling to the Rick Castellano Show. Beautiful, great. I know you can't be talking about a producer. You must be talking about me. And here's one thing I got to tell you. Thank you. Now on to the next call.
Hey, Ricky, this is an old-timer from the neighborhood, China. I'm willing to contribute to your show. Give me a call. Rehabilitation is a good thing. I'll contribute to you.
Rehabilitation? Ginger Ale Anonymous hasn't worked for me. How are you going to work for me? But thanks for watching.
That northern China or southern China?
Who knows? I hope it's not Red China. But you're a fan? Next call.
Hey, this is Krista, and I'm sitting here with Debbie, and we're watching the Rick Castellano Show. And we've been wanting to call with our comments for months now. We're like addicted to this show. And here's my thing. I don't have an idea for the show or anything, but look at I'm going to be 40. 2 weeks. And I would love nothing more than a Rick Castellano t-shirt for my birthday. If you can possibly hook me up, I would wear it with pride. I'm not a Melvin or a Goof. Rick Castellano rocks. Give me a call back. Yeah, smoke up. We're at 6.
You like a Rick Castellano show for your birthday. You're going to be 40. Castellano feels for you. I'm going to be 40 in about 5 or 6 years, too. So I know where you're coming from. Call in. Tell me your size. Castellano will sell it. Send you a shirt. Happy birthday. And Castellano will send you a shirt I'm wearing now. Unwashed. And if you need it washed, have the producer wash it. And if you like it the way it is, you're my kind of girl. Folks, you're watching the Rick Castellano Show. Tune in next week, and you may be one of the calls. And if not, smoke them. Excuse me. The producer's making those commercial breaks longer and longer. Excuse me. Let me have a little of my elixir of youth. My great granny still makes it. Bless her soul, 103 years old. It tastes 103 years old. Scrumptious. Delicious. Folks, this is one of those public interest stories. Local boy does good. You know, it's great to have a Rochester native finally make it big. We've had a few. Robert Forrester, Lou Graham, Joe Altobelli. Now we got a politician, ex-lawman, Robert Duffy. Folks, he started up, I mean, if you listen to the way he told him, when he was knee-high to a grasshopper, his grandfather used to play the fiddle and tell him stories about law enforcement and the Irish and how to chug whiskey and stuff like that and be proud of your heritage and eating spud potatoes and all that stuff, you know, all that interesting stuff. Folks, local boy does good. Robert Duffy, like a drink a little toast here. Are you kidding me? You went to Albany. You left Rochester. Mayor, Didn't do a half bad job. Castellano's fair. I tell it like it is. Didn't do half bad. You left us. You left us in the middle of your term. You promised us you were going to help us. You didn't. Here you said, Duff, old sport, old buddy, old chum. Here, let's eat a spud together. All right. Listen, folks. I'm leaving. But if I go to Albany, I'm not leaving you behind. I'm not forgetting Rochester. If I go to Albany, I got a voice there. You guys need something? Call old Duffy. I'll take care of you. Like I took care of the police force before I left. Nobody get overtime. I stepped on him because I don't care about him. What's my name? Robert Turncoat Duffy. Did you know I used to be a Republican? But you know what? I knew I couldn't get elected being a Republican, so I became a Democrat. And you're in good company, Turncoat. So you went to Albany, and what'd you do? You danced in a gay parade with Cuomo. I don't know, you guys had chaps on and ball gags and whipped each other with whips and stuff like that. I don't know what you guys did, but I wasn't there, okay? But you danced in the parade. I don't know if you had thongs on or, nipple rings. Like I said, I wasn't there. I don't know, but these things could have happened. Because I know what happened at the parade because I see him every once in a while on TV and I get disgusted. But anyway, Duffy, what'd you do? I'm going to go to Albany. Come. You got a voice here. What happened? So, folks, I know I mentioned this before, but it's important. Listen, I'll do it slow for people that didn't pay attention the first time. Come and see old buddy, your buddy Duffy. And I'll help you out. You have a voice in Albany. So, we send a few people. Gant, McFadden, send some people. They go to Albany. And what do they want? Do they want money for a stadium? No. Do they want to build a bridge? No. What do they want? They want what's coming to them. There's an allotment. The amount of money each city gets, Buffalo, Syracuse, Rochester, the smallest of the three. By the amount of people you have there, Buffalo got their allotment. Syracuse got their allotment. Rochester, we didn't want nothing more, nothing less. This is bipartisan. We went over there. Duff, old sport, old buddy, I know you care about all of us. We just want our share of the money. I'm sorry, there's no more. The first time we asked you, we didn't ask for anything extra. All we wanted was our fair share cut of the taxes. And would you say? There's nothing there. Of course, because you're a turncoat. You're with Blomo, Cuomo. I don't know the guy. I didn't like his dad, and I don't like him either. The newspapers in Rochester, they praise the guy. Oh, he's in charge? In charge of what? In charge of what? Corruption? They say there's no mob no more. Well, Cuomo, there's a mob inside the governor's office because I know there's a lot of shady things going on there. Worried about Spitzer? What the guy want to do? He want to chase a couple of hookers. Let the guy get AIDS. I don't care. And what do you guys do? You cut the bill. I got good important people in Buffalo. Some other important Rochester. Who ever heard of the place? I don't know. So what do they say? Take a hike, Rochester. So Duffy, Robert, whatever your name is these days, Turncoat. We got nothing. Nothing. We didn't get our fair share. So you lied. And you know what? I'm not going to give any names, but a lot of policemen in Rochester, they don't like you either. You're watching a Rick Castellano show, Robert Duffy. This dyed ginger ale's for you. And by the way, smoke 'em.